Hey gang, Mrs. Coates here. So in this lecture, we are going to talk about the emerging first cities. So these cities appeared on the sites of early villages. They were the result of innovation rather than the diffusion of techniques from distant cities. So just as a reminder, innovation refers to taking something that existed or something smaller and reworking it so that it is better and more powerful than before. Think typing over handwriting or the internet over your average encyclopedia. Similar processes, getting the information or writing the information, but that much better and more powerful. These first cities appeared in 7 separate places around the world, and one of the earliest was Mesopotamia. So cities transformed human life with these innovations that I referred to before. So these are some of the pieces they had: irrigation and walls, new transportation modes. The Mesopotamians were credited for making the first wheel. Then we had new ideas for administering daily life, bureaucracy, small little kinds of government agencies. They had armies and they had diplomats. A diplomat is someone who works to engage with other cultures or countries, or in this case, other cities. In short, they had specialized organizations and they had a centralized state or government, and then they had that powerful army. And this would prove to get these people in a little bit of trouble because they started a lot of fightings with neighboring cities. So the first cities also had the first record keeping. And this was a major development because as historians, this let us read what they were going to write. Of course, we needed to decode what their writings meant and that kind of piece, but it was still a major development for historians. And then cities obviously became, and they continue to remain, a basic feature of human life. And from the cities evolved what we have now. We have suburbs, we have rural communities, we have states, we have countries, we have provinces, all sort of on that same basic premise of people staying in one spot and building a life there. Think of your parents. Think of they moved to Hanover, or perhaps they grew up in Hanover. They met each other, they married, and they build a community. They build as part of the community of Hanover to form a life together and a life for you. And then you will go on to do the same. So cities obviously remain a basic feature of our life as humans.